Hey everyone, Gibber back. Today we're Gibber reviewing a sci-fi disaster movie that might have flown under your radar, The Metal Tornado from 2011. It's a movie that combines Gibber science with the chaos of natural disasters, but does it hit the mark? Jabber dive in. Plot Gibber. So the plot revolves around a company called Jabber World. They've developed this groundbreaking technology that converts solar winds into clean energy. Gibber great, right? Jabber, of course, things go wrong. During an experiment, a malfunction happens, and Gibber, we've got a massive magnetic tornado made out of metal fragments spiraling out of control. Our main character, Michael Edwards, played by Lou Diamond Phillips, is a scientist tasked with Gibber this disaster. He and his team have to figure out how to neutralize the metal tornado before it Gibber everything in its path. As the tornado Gibber havoc, the stakes rise, and it becomes a race against time. Jabber and performances. Let's talk about the characters. Michael Edwards is your typical Gibber, resourceful and determined to save the day. Lou Diamond Phillips gives a solid performance, though the role itself doesn't offer much beyond Gibber disaster movie fare. Then we have the supporting characters. Michael's team, a mix of scientists and Gibber authorities, along with the inevitable loved ones caught in the danger zone. While the performances are decent, there's not much depth or jabber here. The emotional jabber feel a little forced, and the relationships between characters could have been fleshed out more. Visual effects and Gibber. Gibber, let's talk about the visual effects. A Gibber made of metal? That Gibber pretty cool on paper, right? But the jabber, well, it's hit or miss. The CGI doesn't hold up well, even by 2011 standards, and at times the metal tornado just jabber like a big CGI mess rather than a real terrifying force of nature. That being said, there are some fun moments of jabber, buildings being ripped apart, cars flying through the air, but the visuals don't quite deliver the tension or realism needed for a disaster movie. Instead of jabber on edge, you're more likely to laugh at how over the top it all gets. Science jabber Gibber. Jabber, let's address the science here. This movie tries hard to make its premise sound plausible, using terms like solar winds and magnetic Gibber. But honestly, even if you're not a scientist, you'll probably be scratching your head. The movie jabber you to suspend a lot of disbelief. Sure, disaster movies often bend the Gibber of science, but the metal tornado stretches them a little too far. The whole concept of a malfunction leading to a magnetic tornado made of metal feels more like a sci-Gibber gimmick than anything remotely realistic. Gibber and tone. One of the biggest issues with the metal Gibber is the pacing. For a disaster movie, it spends a lot of time in slow, jabber-heavy scenes. There are moments where it drags, and the Gibber just doesn't build the way you'd expect. As for the tone, the jabber tries to be serious, but given the outrageous premise and the lackluster effects, it often feels unintentionally funny. It's like the film is trying to be The Day After Tomorrow, but ends up being more like a B-movie Gibber flick. Final jabber. So, does the metal tornado deliver as a disaster jabber? Not really. It's got a unique concept, but the execution falls flat. The visuals are Gibber, the science is way out there, and the pacing makes it hard to stay engaged. That being said, if you're jabber a fan of cheesy, low-budget disaster films with a sci-fi twist, you might find some enjoyment here. In the end, The Metal Jabber is one of those movies where you need to go in with low expectations. It's fun in a so-bad-it's-good kind of way, but Gibber, not a film that's going to leave a lasting impact. Jabber. Thanks for watching this review of The Metal Tornado. If you've seen the Gibber, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like sci-fi Gibber flicks? What's your Gibber? Be sure to like and subscribe for more reviews, and I'll jabber, catch you next time.